is the plant cemetery, the natural selection process. I still have lots of big plants though. Hi, Gus Gus. Heading out to meet some clients in the community. First one, we're going for a walk. Normally I'd bring my dog for that walk, but I am going to an office afterward where I can't take a dog, so getting in the car. I used to always see clients out and about. It's been much of my day traveling from place to place, and I really enjoyed that. But now most of my work is online, so it's exciting on Thursdays. I get to go see a couple clients in person. Listening to music is a big part of my enjoyment on my drives. Sometimes podcasts, sometimes audiobooks. So I just met with a client for a walk. I moved away from his location just so that there's privacy and that sort of thing. And now I'm off to meet somebody in an office. So I typically meet people in the community, as you know, as I mentioned before, but I have access to an office space. A psychologist who I've worked with many times over the years has shared his space with me. I'm kind of liking this star effect, but maybe I should. Oh, now you can see me. So yeah, I'm excited to go and meet with another client that I've been seeing on and off for a couple of years, seeing through some things as a young adult as well, and see what we can do to improve quality of life and day-to-day function and life skills for independence. I'll catch up with you there. First, I'm going to grab a coffee. I was up really late last night. My eldest son had a 9 p.m. hockey game. It was really fun. They won 10-0, so that was a little too much, but we had a lot of fun, and I had a lot of trouble falling asleep after that. So I'm going to grab a coffee. Our local coffee shop was really busy, and so I am using a credit I have at Starbucks. Little flat white on the way. Thank you. To meet my husband, who is bringing me my keys to the office. I forgot my keys. There, that's a little quieter. So one of the things about having ADHD and being mobile, I have to really kind of prepare many steps ahead and sometimes get it wrong. Luckily, I embrace a lot of flexibility. I've had to with the way I work and the way my brain works. So forgot some keys. My husband's working from home, which makes it really nice that he can help me out and meet me at the next location. So cheers. I'm going to meet my husband for the keys. Thank you. So carrying on with a day in the life of being Carlin in the way I work, I've recently restructured how I use my time because I do find it hard to shift between various roles throughout the day, throughout the week. The pandemic has made that really hard because I was often shifting between mother and teacher and wife and occupational therapist and coach and marketing person and administrative assistant and all of the things. And so I've found I needed to kind of hone in on which roles I am doing, down to just a couple roles a day during my work day. So the kids are back at school, which is great, and so I don't have to do a lot of switching to my mom role during the day, other than, sometimes some emails or checking in on things or delivering a forgotten lunch. With a home-based office, right now I'm using Mondays to be more social media marketing, putting out my YouTube video, connecting with people, reaching out, and maintaining and building connections. as well as some administrative tasks. So I have a little bit of that, a lot of that business hat on, but the stuff that really fills me up is social connection, and whether that be professional social connection or otherwise, authentic connection. That's really important to me. It sometimes feels a bit strange to be able to do that as part of marketing, right? Here I am doing a YouTube video sharing a little bit about me, speaking generally to everyone. Well, not really. I'm speaking to OTs. I'm speaking to like-minded OTs that are looking for something a little bit different, something a little bit out of the box, something that really fills them up and meets their own values, sense of purpose, fulfillment, creating vitality, that sort of thing. So here, as I try to connect in this way, it's a weird sort of authentic, inauthentic sort of way, because I'm not actually doing a direct exchange with anyone. I do hope you do. If you have any thoughts or feedback or anything that's kind of hitting home that you're relating to, I'd love it if you'd make a comment about that below the video. You're also welcome to reach out to me by email. There should be an email associated with my channel, so I'd love that. You can visit my website as well. That's balanceworks.online. So Mondays are a little bit more businessy. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have mainly my mental health OT hat on. So one of the ways I've been finding to keep my OT practice from spilling over into all my work, because there's a lot of need for mental health support. I just don't have the time to be everything for everybody right now. So keeping it contained primarily to 2 days a week helps me, where if I don't have time on those days, then I don't have room to book someone. And I'm really trying to resist the urge to put them in on other days, because I certainly feel inclined to do that, which then takes me into working too much. And I've been trying to work away from that for many, many years, away from working too much. So then Wednesdays tend to be more focused on my Activate Vitality program. And certainly the Monday connecting is about my Activate Vitality program too. So I have more of my OT coach hat on those days that I'm coaching other OTs and connecting with other OTs. I forgot to mention on Tuesday nights, I have my Activate Vitality group call, and I really enjoy that. It's an evening call because I have a client in Australia, and time-wise that works out well. And then I also have some clients who are in North America who would prefer an evening time because of work commitments during the day. And then I do a Wednesday noon call. So that noon call was meant to be flexible for my first client is in Ireland, the first one who joined my program, and I have clients who are in North America, so that was working. I added the Tuesday call because I had an Australia client join, and it made it more accessible for some of my North American clients. So those are group coaching calls, magic. I absolutely love those days. I was surprised when I created this program that the group call would be the magic part. I thought it would be other things, and just we do them really free flow. It's a group of really cool, kind, generous, compassionate, sensitive OTs who do such a beautiful job of supporting each other in many things. Some of them are leaving jobs and starting businesses. Others are in other life transitions where they're trying to figure out how to have more self-compassion, how to create more wellness and resilience in their own lives. There are people who have businesses existing already and are great supports for others who are coming up in that, and people who are scaling businesses, people who are trying to find their groove in some life transitions. Heading back out into the hallway, different mask this time. I like this one better. But I mean, who doesn't go to work with their little phone stand and their ring light, right? Shush. So listening to audiobooks when I'm driving around used to be something I really enjoyed. Podcasts, it was a way of keeping my mind engaged while I was driving, but also I find it hard to sit down and read these days, and there are many reasons for that. We won't go into those now, but I really enjoy learning. It's a passion of mine, and so being able to do that on the drives has been something I've really missed with being at home. I'm just not as inclined to put on headphones and listen to something while I'm going about tasks at home, and there's always all the other shoulds, the things I should be doing when I'm working from home. Funny funny thing. So Essentialism by Greg McKeown is a book that was recommended to me by another OT, Leslie. She's in Trinidad and studying out of England, actually, working on her OTD, I believe. And she bought one of my Activate Vitality planners. I'll put a link in the comments too if you're interested in one, but she ordered one and was really excited that it really embraced a lot of those similar concepts from the Essentialism book, and using different language but similar concepts, right? Finding out what's most important to you and making sure you're engaging in whatever ways you can in those most important things, and deprioritizing the things that don't add value to your life, and being really kind of clear on those priorities. And that stuff really creates that sense of vitality and uplifting. So keen to learn more and come at the same concept from different angles and see how different people are talking about it and applying it, see what I can pick up and then share with others through things like my YouTube channel, through Instagram, Facebook, in my group program, in the different talks I participate in. I love participating in podcasts and at conferences and such. So on to the audiobook, driving home to see a virtual client. So I'm back at my home office, and I had an online client, had to write up some extra notes, send her an email, and send an email to a rehab consultant related to her disability claim. And yeah, so to try and blend together the types of things I did with the 3 clients I saw today, there was some exploring of how they're functioning day to day, how they're managing with their mental health conditions, and engaging in meaningful activities. Anything from, hey, how's sleep going, to how's it going anticipating returning to work. And it was really rewarding. I had some really interesting experiences between all 3. We did some exploration of other supports and challenges that are coming up in their lives. We came up with solutions for breaking bigger long-term goals down into smaller task chunks, and how to visualize those things, how to note those things, keep them in mind. All in all, a really rewarding Thursday where I wear my mental health OT hat. And typically I'm out in the community a little more on Thursdays, and I'm lucky for that. Tomorrow's Friday, and I tend to start first thing in the morning with a 7:30 committee meeting. I've been on a committee for a few years now, but we really ramped up to weekly meetings at the beginning of COVID. And we're developing an assessment tool for measuring the cognitive, behavioral, and sensory demands of jobs. So stay tuned for that. And the rest of Friday should be mainly a self-care restoration day off. My kids are home this Friday. It's the Friday before our Canadian Thanksgiving long weekend. So we'll see what we end up getting up to tomorrow. Thanks for watching a day in the life of Carlin as an OT and a coach. I hope that this was enlightening. I'd love to answer any questions in the comments below.